Welcome to Hashtime with NABU. This is a place where we help you unravel social constructs, discuss self-development in line with mental health, emotional well-being, and everything in between that directly or indirectly affects us in the millennial world around us. If you're hearing my voice for the first time and are the kind of person who is not scared of being a better version of yourself even if it requires you to contradict who you were 24 hours ago, consider this your virtual home. I'm your host, NABU, and I cannot wait to engage with you in the various conversations.
Oh my God. If I now really understand why some people keep asking for videos, because at this point I have this imagination that if someone saw me right now, they would think that probably I have someone on set that is making me blush, that is making me smile endlessly. I'm very sure, for some reason, people have this imagination that a happy woman is definitely seeing someone, or whatever their mindset directs them to. But I'm very sure in this very state, people would come up with so many things or speculations before I come to the real announcement. I feel so happy. I feel oh my God. And before I get into the whole episode, I would love for you to know that I'm listening to Ed Sheeran's Afterglow, the a cappella version. I tried to listen to the real released song, but it was because the very first version I listened to was the a cappella, the rawest version of Ed Sheeran, and you're like, brosk, his tenor is up there. So I feel like it's a great companion for me for this episode, because I love this song and I love what I'm going to share with you. It's, oh my God. Who made me emotional? Who turned me into this kind of person? This is me trying to calm down. I'm actually crying. But here's the thing. So in April, something happened. April when? I don't remember the date. But I got a company registered, a mental health information company registered under NABU Network. The moment I got done with the registration, I was like, okay, so how do I go about the launch? But there was so much happening, this year has been crazy. But I'm so grateful at the same time for the many things that I've gotten to learn, experience, for all the rejections that I've gotten, because, bro, I had never in my lifetime applied to many opportunities like I've done this year. It's crazy, man. And I look back to how the year started off from last year, because oh my God. Oh my God. So first of all, this is a disclaimer. This specific episode has no script. So you're going to listen to me in my rawest version of emotions. I drew back to November last year when I thought to myself, how about the 100th episode comes out in a version of a podcast live recording? And we did it. We did it. With all the strains that came with the preparation of the first event. And oh my God, we did it. And I can't be more grateful to the people that stood up for me and said we're going to make this happen. I think the very first person I spoke to about it was Mami Alika Kembo, and then I moved on to the main man, Mami Simon Kakoza. I went and spoke to him. He's the general manager of the Media Challenge Initiative. So I went to talk to him, and I asked him, and I told him about my idea of a podcast live recording, and he was like, "We're with you, bro." That caught me off guard because I had prepared myself to explain the need of this conversation of a topic I hadn't even built very well. But I said, "We're with you." And now that put me to so much pressure because I was like, bro, I need to get myself prepared and get this thing sorted. So I've had to push walls. There were yeses in the beginning, and then no responses from some people, and last minute yeses that made it to a perfect event. And with the last minute yes, I really cannot overlook policy when it comes to the digital health and the inclusion of women. You all need to check them out. So April came, and I was like, oh yes, it makes sense. So I've been operating without registration. And what happened was that when I had to get money for the event, I learned that companies do not want to deal with individuals. And that is extremely strange. It was a shocker to me as a lawyer, because when you're in law school, or even the law itself, it says company to company, company to individual, individual to company, things like that. So it was a very big shocker for me to be dealing with these companies, and they were like, registered. And I'm like, bro, I'm a lawyer. I know what the law prescribes. I really need to read into why these guys do not deal with individuals. But that's how I ended up making a resolution to register NABU Network. Now, I know you have known the podcast for, this is gonna be the 4th year? But there is so much that has been happening with the podcast that goes even outside the realm of mental health. And what that meant is that it had to be under the umbrella of something else, and that is what NABU Network is about. When you look at NABU Network as an information services company, we're going to continue with this podcast, having these conversations that work as mirrors and windows through which you see yourselves and see the lives of others, and then have the Mental Health Garage as a community intervention to make it easier for people to afford and access mental health services. We had the very first Mental Health Garage on, oh my God. We had the very first Mental Health Garage last weekend on Saturday, 28th October. And Jesus Christ. So this began on a call. It all started out on a call like, hey, there is something that I think that we can do. That was me and Lorna of Kampala Counseling Services. I'm sure you've had her in a couple of episodes on this podcast. Like, hey, Lorna, can you subsidize your fees? What fee can work for you? And she's like, I'm okay with 30,000. And I'm like, bro, which other psychologists can come on board? Tina has been a returning guest as well. And I was like, okay, where is Tina? I need to find Tina. Is she around? And I ran the idea by her, and she was also very okay with a subsidized fee. And this is how we went on to call for people to show up for the mental health garage. And in the first days of me announcing it, Timothy, I'm choosing to just call him by the first name because he didn't want his name disclosed anywhere, not in the announcements that he sponsored some slots, not anywhere. So I'm just calling him Timothy by his first name. He decided to sponsor 7 people to show up for the garage. Only one person came on a sponsored ticket, and I'm like, okay. But here is the thing. I learned as well that I need, this year I think, generally has taught me that for any successful event, there are months and months of preparation. And I think I've also learned from the bigger companies, they make buzz about something that is upcoming months or even a year before. So I think I sort of think I am arrogant-ish because for some reason I have this thing of I can wing this, I can do this. But then much as I can do it, and I've done it before, there is also this thing of life being very unpredicted, very unpredictive. Because bro, in the middle of me announcing the mental health garage to the day of the mental health garage, 2 weeks were intense on my end. I had an aunt who got hospitalized, and then, oh my God, it was just devastating. And I didn't have energy. I planned to come on live and talk about the mental health garage, announce it to the audience so that people get to know and things like that. But I couldn't. I was so exhausted. She got discharged on Friday and we had the mental health garage. I don't even know what that is supposed to mean for the people that interpret life. I really cannot explain what that meant. So while the mental health garage preparations were also going on, I think it was even before, I have been building a product line, a mental health product line that will help us make life make sense in an easier and adaptable manner. Umesikia? That's the farthest I can go with Swahili. In an easier and adaptable manner. And by this, I mean we're going to have purchasable products under Thrivease. Thrivease, these are 2 words. Over the English, people call it word. But these are 2 words that I turned into 1 word, thrive and ease. Thrivease. Under Thrivease, we're going to have products that are going to be your daily use items, things that you can always rely on to distress, express your emotions, let things out. That's what Thrivease is about. It's going to be your buddy, your go-to buddy that you can talk to, much as you're not going to be talking to these products because they're non-living things. But you can bring them to life. What I'm looking at under Thrivease is for you to be able to add color to your life in a healthy and adaptable manner. And with this, we're looking mainly at art and stuff that is going to help you distress. And for the very first product, yes, the very first product is already on the market. On the market? Is it on the market? It's online market. Yes, it's already out, and you can check the podcast description to see the details or the link to where you can shop your first Thrivease product. The moment you purchase a Thrivease product, you instantly join the NABU Network. NABU Network, much as it has my name, is for everyone. It's where we're going to network and thrive easily while taking care of our mental health, while having these conversations, while finding affordable and accessible mental health services. Let me tell you something. I'm very happy and I'm very proud of myself. I've had to work with some people to design the products, of course, but I'm first going to be talking about the coloring book. It's taken a month in production, and to see that it's out the first time I saw the sample, I was like, oh my god, that is mine? People are going to buy that? Oh my god. I am back to smiling painfully. My heart's full. I think that's all I can say. My heart's full. And I think I'm very happy that this is even coming out in men's mental health. I think they call this Movember. This is the men's mental health month, and it's very interesting, I would say, that this is the month that the product is coming out, because I don't know, for some reason, for a very long time, the guys have been taking lead in the percentages of the people that listen to the podcast. I don't understand. I really failed to understand why it is so. I don't know if it's just my content, because even for my social media pages or account, it's mostly guys. I don't know why it's like that. Women are more than the men worldwide, I've heard. So I don't understand what I'm not doing for the women. But I hope I get the answer and pull them closer so that the gap is not so wide. But yeah, this episode is basically a dear diary. This is me writing my heart out. This is, oh my god, I look forward to your purchases. I look forward to your affirmations through the purchases that you'll be making. And wow, I just look forward to your purchases. I'm very excited, but very, very excited. Myself, bro, do you know why I'm even happy about this? Because for a long time, for a very, very long time, I have felt like it's embarrassing to make money from people. And yet, the irony in that is that I actually love supporting people's businesses, because at least with that, it's more like my expression of love or affirmation for their effort. But when it comes to me, I just felt like, nah, that's very manipulative for you to expect money from people. And that is why the podcast has been going on free of charge. Of course, it's going to stay as such. But when I would think about a product, even when I opened the store, because I think I opened the store last year, but I didn't give it enough buzz. Like, I was embarrassed to make money off people. But now, hey, bring the money to I gotta say it. But to be honest, I need you to support me on this journey of launching Thrivease. I look forward to you saying, yes, this is a perfect thing that you have done. Of course, it's just one product that has come out. as the month rolls out, there is more that is going to be coming out. And then also, I'm still debating. I don't know if I'm going to be able to release an episode next week because I'm going to be somewhere. Maybe we'll do something raw and I'll publish it. But I'm going to be somewhere with many Africans. So I don't know. We'll see how oh my God. Thank you for sitting in with me with my madness and disorganization. Yeah, it's just Kabozi. Just letting you know what's going on, what has been going on, what is rolling out. This is a Dear Diary moment, and I'm bringing you into it. So, yep, if you love the madness and disorganization in this specific episode, I assure you that there is a better structured conversation in the other episodes that you need to listen to. And before you get there, or for you to get to know which upcoming episodes will be released, I need for you to help me hit that subscribe button before you leave this specific episode. Subscribe in your podcast platform of choice and share the podcast or episode with your friends. Let them know that this is where they're supposed to be. For anyone that is young, by young I mean millennials mostly, and everyone who is affected by the millennial round around us. And also feel free to share your insights about what connected with you. Maybe I made you happy, maybe I made you cry. I don't know. There's nothing to cry about. It's just happiness. So share your insights about what connected with you or what touched you, what massaged your heart. Share it on social media and be sure to tag us. We are at #WeNabGuziChiwanka on Facebook and Instagram, and on Twitter, on X, our handle is at @HTNK Podcast. Make sure you check out the social media. Make sure you check out our Flutterwave store. Place your orders. It is raining discounts there. This is a double celebration of, hey, we have a product line out. And then 2, November is full of Black Fridays. What's going to happen this month? The whole month is a Black month. Black Sunday, Black Monday, Black Tuesday, everything. So sales are going down there. Sales, discounts, yes, discounts are going on there. There are no discount codes. Everyone is getting a discount, and I do not want you to miss out on it. Stay tuned for other products that will be coming in. And for now, I would like to just say Thrivease.